Hi guys, you know, it's Marty, and guys, so today guys, today it was a wild win at work and everything. So you know how I used to be talking to you, on lunch break and everything? Well, excuse me, usually take a break on lunch and talk to all the peoples. And then, when I get off work, I'll keep talking to all the peoples out here and everything. Well guys, the boss man took us out to lunch today, and went all the way to Lincoln City, and my coworker Steve gave me a lift, so that was good and everything. So went to Burger 101, had the 4x4 and everything, 4 patties and everything. So that was good, and it's a glorious day out. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a walk in because glorious, I guess, glorious. I mean, you see that sun right there? You see? Glorious. Anyway, so, wanted to get a walk in. Also, I gotta work off that big burger I had and everything as well, because I was working in the morning time, then I went and had lunch, and, now I'm here basically and everything. Well guys, so, I got an update about the Maverick, but first, I gotta tell you what happened last night. Guys, did you see those games last night? Boy, they sure were amazing and everything. So, the Seahawks, they're playing the 49ers this Sunday, I think. Anyway, the Seahawks, the last team that they played was the 49ers, and the next team they play, the 49ers again. So, they're playing the 49ers back to back and everything. So that sure is interesting and everything. Hopefully the Seahawks can get the dub and everything, keep on moving on. But as it goes to show you, the NFC West has to be the best division, because the Seahawks, the Niners, and the Rams, they're all in the postseason there, and they made it to round dose and everything. So anyway guys, that happened tonight. You got Monday Night Raw. I think it's already played because they're like overseas somewhere. But guys, alright, so this is what happened. So driving back from Lincoln City and everything, and I get a call. So it's my guy at the shop and everything. He is telling me it's gonna be like 35 4 G's and everything. So I was like, dang, $4,000? He's like, yeah buddy, that's what we're looking at. And he was starting to tell me some stuff that what happened and everything. So I guess some of the cables came undone and some soldering came unsoldered. So I was like, well, how does that even happen? And he's like, hard to say. So guys, I'm thinking that first shop I took it to did some bad jobs and everything. I had some stuff unhooked, whatnot, what have you. And these guys are just putting it back together. But then I was like, $4,000? I don't know about that, because the people to the comments are like, Marty, you need to fix that thing up and then sell it. And I'm thinking $4,000. So I was like, hey buddy, can you do me a favor? And he's like, what's that? I was like, can you get a hold of a sales guy and see how much I can get for this, just like a trade-in? And he's like, all right. So the sales guy was talking to me and everything, and I was like, basically, CarMax said they'd give me 19 for it and everything, and I don't want to spend like more than 40 for a new rig. And I was like, I saw on your lot you had a Ranger, a Lobo, and a Bronco Heritage Edition for like $40,000 and everything. And he's like, well, I'll get back to you later on today. Well guys, lo and behold, I get home and I was talking to my pops, and he's like, it's just $4,000. He's like, why are you trying to be a slave to the payments and everything? And I was like, well, you got a point. So I was thinking, just blow another 20 stacks and everything and get a new rig. And he's like, but hey, if you're gonna be flipping rigs like every 4 or 5 years, and you're always gonna be a slave to the payments and everything, what you gotta do is you gotta have your rig paid off, and you just keep on putting the money away in your investment accounts, stocks and bonds, because you guys know compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world, what have you. So I was like, yeah, basically, I was kind of just getting caught up in the moment you know, the allure of like a new vehicle. So I guess I'm just gonna spend the money, the Ford, get it all fixed up. Hopefully this will be the end of it and it'll last a good while, because that Ranger that I had, you know, the old Danger Ranger, it was a 2003 and it has over 200,000 miles on it. And you know, my brother, he's still driving it and everything. So I gave it to him like almost a year ago, maybe 6 months, but he's still driving it. So the vehicles are good. It's just this new one, because hybrid, first model of the year, you know, electric problems and everything. So hey, but you know, it is really good for my work ethic, because you know, I drive a lot for work, and getting that 40 MPG with the hybrid, really nice, really nice. The only thing is it's not all-wheel drive, but you know, where I live, you don't really need all-wheel drive, you know. I mean, look, glorious day, and what, it's like the 12th of January, it's like 60 degrees out, so there you go. Anyway guys, so that's what we're gonna do. Put the money down, and then eventually keep on putting more money in my investments accounts, because you know, one day I want to be financially stable and everything. Because the one thing that your boy fears the most is being one of those old people still working, like at the grocery store. You ever go to the grocery store and you see like this old guy that he has to be like in his 70s or something, and he's still working, and I'm like, dang. So I think to myself right off the bat, I think, well, this guy must have screwed up in life and everything. But then also I'm like, well, maybe he just wants to work. Like, I don't know the backstory. So hey, if I get to that point, you know, God willing, and the creek don't rise, as they say, you know, and I just want like a job to get out of the house, that'd be very nice. But I don't ever want to be in the position to have that job and everything, because you guys know that'd be no bueno, you know. So anyway guys, keep up that retirement account, you know, get yourself a Roth IRA, maybe you got yourself a 401k, maybe you even work for a company that has a pension, because the company that I'd be working for, I got a pension, and you know, I just got vested, so now I'm vested with my pension. So that's good, you know. Anyway guys, I'll just leave you a view of this Pacific Ocean, and hopefully they can get the rig all squared away, and you know, we can get it back here soon. So anyway guys, enjoy the ocean view. The sun's setting behind me. Too many clouds. There we go. Hi guys, you know, like, comment, subscribe, keep spreading the good vibes only. I'll see you in the next one. Marty out.